Heyo, another crazy ass video from the Angry Photographer. I wanted to go over something that anybody that plans on doing a bunch of shoots, especially like if you're shooting a scene, a party, a gig at nighttime, you're shooting weddings, having a couple of these is an absolute necessity. They make a smaller version of this called the SC. It is a Quantum. It's called the Turbo 3 battery pack. Here you can see the size. I got a shoulder strap for this, so you can pack it around my shoulder. What happens is the cord goes from here. The charger for it, by the way, these are nickel metal hydride pack with some circuitry in it. The charger for this is about the size of a regular charger. It's just a little wall wart charger. Anyway, a cord goes from here to the front of your speedlight, either the 900 or the 910 or the SB800. It will not go to the front of the SB700. So the cord goes from here to here. Typically, obviously, you're eating up a shitload of AA batteries. You'll still need AA batteries with the Quantum pack, but the only thing that batteries do on a speedlight when you have your Quantum turbo pack plugged in is that your batteries feed only the computer, so you're not really draining the batteries at all. You are, but basically not at all. So all the flashes are being fed by the Quantum pack through a cable, coiled cable right here to your speedlight. This will basically turn your speedlight into a machine gun. It'll fire far faster than your speedlight will let it. I mean, eventually, even the improved 910, as far as the overheating issues, you could just blast the living hell out of it. For wedding photography, for shooting gigs at night, parties or orgies or whatever the hell it is you plan on shooting at nighttime, these are extremely handy. I recommend everybody has at least one of them. If not, this sucker, which is expensive, at $700 and a quarter last I recall, basically. Doesn't weigh that much. It's about 4 pounds. Takes about 4 hours to recharge. There's a belt clip here, but it's too heavy for your belt unless you want to pull your pants down, show your underwear, your G-string, or whatever the hell it is you're wearing. Use a shoulder strap on mine. It is rather pricey, but the Quantum S3 pack is, I think it's $300 is current price on it. This one is, as I told you, is $700 and some dollars. But it's an absolute necessity. If you're planning on doing wedding photography, there's a couple different makers of these type of units, but nothing comes close to Quantum. So it's really rather simple. Like I said, you charge over here. You can also power a second light over here, or you can actually power your camera from here. You can also power a strobe or a speedlight. Like, these are perfect, like if someone's doing a bunch of group shots, what they'll do is they'll hang this around their light stand and they'll hook their speedlights that are attached to umbrella reflectors and use these as power packs for their speedlights. And you don't want to sit there scratching your balls while your speedlight recharges its capacitors from the little fucking dinky ass AA batteries, and we all know how expensive fucking AA batteries are, and of course recharging the nickel metal hydrides is still a pain in the crotch, even though they're rechargeable. There's a lot of times you gotta get in boom, 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 high power flashes, and there's no way you can do it with this, regardless what type of batteries you got in there. So that's what the Quantum Turbo 3 is for. Absolute necessity for night gigs. You want to pull your hair out if you plan on using a speedlight or even multiple speedlights. Running off AA batteries, you're going to have a Quantum pack. If not this one, then the $350, it's called the SC. It's about a third this size, maybe a little larger than a third this size, and a little less than half as much. Obviously nowhere near as much power, but perfectly fine. A lot of people carry around like 2 or 3 Quantum SCs instead of their monster, the Turbo 3. So that's the recommendation if you do a bunch of shooting. Basically everything is flash photography. Everybody thinks, well, I got a camera, I got a lens, but everything really kind of is flash photography. It's either fill-in flash or tons of night shots, indoor shots. Everything, people think, well, everything is about mastering ISO and mastering your f-stops and mastering your shutter speeds. Like, well, no. Really, ultimately, everything will boil down to mastery of light, and it's all about speed lights. That's why pros have 5, 6, 7 speed lights. They're using them with their umbrella reflectors. Obviously, studio strobe is another matter, but for on the go, multiple speed lights is a necessity. And the other necessity that goes with that is like I said, you want to pull your damn hair out. Waiting on AA batteries to recharge the capacitors inside the Speedlight, you have to have a pack like this. You just have to. There's no way around it. You know, don't like it, kiss my ass. That's fine, but it's also extremely wonderful. Said turn your Speedlight into a machine gun, and it really is a necessity, especially for wedding shoots. Anyway, I flapped my gums too much, but that's what happens when I make videos at like 2 o'clock in the morning.